Hey there guys, what is going on? Today we are going to be taking a look at basically more best class setups in Cold War with the top 5, or what I believe to be the top 5 best weapons in Cold War Season 6. Both of the weapons that we did receive in the new Battle Pass are fantastic additions to the game, and they do make the game better. Just before we do get into our top 5 list here, make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on. I do very much appreciate it, and it really does help me out. And while you are there, make sure you hit that like button as well, because that really does help these videos get to more people, cut through the YouTube algorithm, and we love more people seeing these videos. So let's take a look at our top 5 best guns in the Season 6 update here. Now, as usual, these guns aren't going to be in any specific order, but we are going to start off with the Grav here, which, as I said, is a new addition from Season 6, which is the Galil returning. This is a fantastic weapon in this game. The TTK value is a little slower than some of the better weapons in this game, like it is just shy of that 300 millisecond mark at about 320 milliseconds, but that's pretty middle of the road. Any faster than that and you pretty much are looking at breaking the game. So Grav, really good addition to the game, a very accurate weapon, really easy to hit shots with this thing. Doesn't do the most amount of damage, but I think this is a worthy addition to our top 5 list. Our class setup starts, of course, with the attachments, and we look at the agency suppressor here for a 10% increase to our vertical recoil control. We also get that muzzle flash concealment here, meaning we do not appear on the radar when we are firing this thing, which, as I've said a number of times already this week, this is one of the most important things you can do because good players do hunt down people who fire unsuppressed weapons, so just keep that in mind. Then in the barrel slot, we do take the Ranger barrel here for a 100% increase to our bullet velocity. This does take our stat to 1374 meters per second. Really does allow us to have fantastic hit detection with this weapon. It's a super accurate weapon. Recoil is pretty low here, and when those bullets hit the target, you really do feel it. Then, of course, the underbarrel. You can take one of two options in my opinion. We do have the foregrip here for a 15% increase to our horizontal recoil control. Or if you'd like to be a little bit more aggressive here, you can take an SFOD speed grip for 10% sprinting movement speed as well, which is a little bit of a boost over the standard, as well as 15% increase to our horizontal recoil control as well. Then in the magazine slot, we take the 40 round speed mag here, which is a fantastic addition to this gun. Get a little bit of a larger magazine size, as well as a faster reload speed here with no aim down sight negatives here, which is just so good. Similar to how we have seen that change to the XM4, this is a nice addition as well. And then we round this off with the Serpent Wrap here, because we aren't reducing our aim down sight speed with, of course, the magazine attachment. We can steer clear of the airborne pistol grip, as we don't want to reduce our shooting movement speed and our sprint to fire speed by as much here, so we just take a Serpent Wrap. Moving on, I'm a little bit torn about putting the Tech 9 on this list still. I know it is very powerful, and the TTK, if you are getting a 4-shot kill, is a little slower than 300 milliseconds as well. But the thing I love about this thing is if you get that headshot, you are getting a 3-shot kill, and that basically restores one of the old TTK values. If you get a headshot, 2 body shots, you're getting like 150 milliseconds worth of TTK, which feels absolutely fantastic when it happens. It's just outside of those moments that it can feel a little lackluster here, but it happens often enough. You get recoil headshots and it feels absolutely fantastic. So again, the attachments on this thing are how we have featured it previously, with of course the full auto repeater, giving us that 45% increase to our fire rate, as well as that fully automatic fire is just such a good option here. Then we have the barrel. Of course, you want that task force option for increasing our damage, giving us that possible 3-shot kill, as well as the effective damage range and bullet velocity with this thing. Then the underbarrel with that field agent grip, 6% increase to vertical and 20% increase to horizontal recoil control is a really nice increase to help keep us on target here. And then we do have the magazine in the Stanag 39 round variety, basically giving us more bullets to fire with this thing, because the stock, I think it's 21. It's just not enough here. And then we do round this off with the airborne elastic wrap, as we are reducing our aim down sight speed with our magazine attachment. We do basically just need more aim down sight speed here, so we take the airborne elastic wrap and a nice bit of flinch resistance, and we can drop shot people as well. So as I said, I'm not really sure about the Tech 9 on this list. Basically, it does get a rapid time to kill when you are getting a headshot here. 2 body shots, you just remove people from the game, and that's one of my favorite features about it. Moving on here, we do have another one of my favorite weapons in this game, of course, which is the Pappy Shah. This thing did get buffed in, I think it was the Season 5 Reloaded patch, I think. This did receive a pretty significant change to its task force barrel, allowing it to get a 5-shot kill and a TTK value of 264 milliseconds, which is very fast with this game. As I said, anything higher than 300 milliseconds or faster than 300 milliseconds is a really good weapon in this game. Again, the attachments on this thing are as follows here, with the Grav suppressor here for more recoil control with this thing, as it is a little bit bouncy, so just keep an eye out for that. You might need to practice with this before you get the hang of it, as well as that muzzle flash concealment as well, which comes with most suppressors. Then, as I said, that task force barrel does give us that 7% damage increase, allowing us to get a 30 damage shot, which is 5-shot kill at 909 rounds per minute for 264 milliseconds worth of TTK. Then in the underbarrel, because we are reducing our recoil control with the task force barrel, we need the Spetsnaz grip to help keep us on target here. 8% vertical and 22% horizontal is the best recoil control option that we can go with. Then the magazine, we do have the 55 round drum, just basically because we want more bullets to fire here, and this allows us to have that very, very easily without reducing our aim down sight speed. And then we can round this off with the serpent wrap here for 25% increase to our aim down sight speed, and not reducing our aim down sight speed with our magazine means we can steer clear of the Guru elastic wrap and maintain some of our powerful close range stats in shooting movement speed and sprint to fire speed. I really do like, I think this is actually my favorite SMG in the game at the moment. Just the old timey style, World War II style weapon that does so much damage so quickly up close. A very powerful SMG in the game, and one of my absolute favorites for sure. Next, we have something that I did feature the other day in a video and said if this thing does maintain how it plays, it's going to be one of the best assault rifles come the patch, assuming that they just don't change this. And they didn't. They made this thing continue how good it is, and the Fara 83 is just one of the best assault rifles going around. Basically, you get that 300 millisecond time to kill out to 50 meters, 60 meters, depending on your attachments. Really powerful weapon in this game. Really easy to control recoil, doesn't bounce around too much, and you can even add more recoil control if you feel like you do need it. Plus, you do get the Vulture Exo skin with this thing if you unlocked it in, I think it was the Season 2 Battle Pass, which I mean, just looks super clean. So again, those attachments are that suppressor here for that muzzle flash concealment. No Guru suppressor here because it does reduce our effective damage range and bullet velocity by a little bit too much here. Plus the recoil control we get from that is not really necessary on this thing. Then the barrel, again, that Liberator barrel for a 100% increase to our bullet velocity does hit our target very hard. This is one of the fastest bullet velocity speeds in the game without, of course, a suppressor. But with a suppressor, a little bit lower, but still 1400 meters of bullet velocity is nothing to be sneezed at. Then, of course, the magazine, we're going for the Spetsnaz 50 round mag here just to have more bullets to fire with this thing. This does reduce your aim down sight speed slightly, and you know what that means. That means the Guru elastic wrap here for the most amount of aim down sight speed here. This takes our aim down sight speed value to 276.25 milliseconds, which is a really nice value for getting those sights up. And then we do round this off with the KGB skeletal stock for sprint to fire speed and aim walking movement speed here, which is a nice healthy boost for assault rifles. So as I said, they stayed the course with the Fara 83, and I think this is one of the best weapons in the game. This could probably be like number 3 or 2, maybe even number 1 on my list, depending on how you do play with this thing, mess around with some of the attachments. I really do like the Fara 83 though. And then we do have the last thing on our list here. This might be the best gun in the game. It's kind of a bit of a toss-up between all these weapons, and that is the dart. Like, look at this stupid blueprint. Like, this has a tail. That is, of course, the AK-47. This goofy blueprint is just really funny. I think it's in the Battle Pass, but I mean, just the tail, bro. Again, the attachments on this thing do allow us to get a 300 millisecond time to kill out to 70 meters and have a suppressed weapon, and just a really reliable weapon in this game. Again, starting us off here, we do have that suppressor here for that muzzle flash concealment, meaning we do stay off the radar when we are firing this thing, of course, which, as we have mentioned previously, good players hunt down people who fire unsuppressed weapons. Then we do have the barrel. Again, that VDV reinforced barrel does give us a 100% increase to our effective damage range, as well as 40% bullet velocity. And those numbers, as I said, 70 meters of damage range and almost 1000 meters per second of bullet velocity is great for hit detection. And then the underbarrel, just a straight up foregrip here for no negatives from our recoil controlling attachment in 15% increase to horizontal recoil control. And then we do have the Spetsnaz field grip, just because it looks a bit goofy here, but I would actually recommend the serpent wrap here for 25% increase to our aim down sight speed. And then for some reason, they've decided that the KGB skeletal stock looks like a tail on this thing. But sprint to fire speed and aim walking movement speed is really good for every single assault rifle, so just keep that in mind here. But I mean, like, look at this blueprint, man. It's basically perfect as it is. They didn't have the barrel on it. It's got a tail. It's just so dumb. But that was my top 5 list here, guys, and these are absolutely fantastic weapons in this game. Try these class setups out if you've not done it for yourself, because the PPSH one in particular, if you've not tried that for a while, it was not the best gun, but now it's one of the best SMGs going around with a 264 millisecond TTK, so just try it out if you've not already done so. Again, thank you very much for watching this one. I do massively appreciate it, of course. Make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on, because it massively helps me out. I really do appreciate when you guys help me grow this channel. And while you are there, make sure you hit that like button as well to help these videos get to more people and cut through that YouTube algorithm. So again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!